Welcome to my Sitecore Diaries, your go-to channel for all the things in C#, .NET and Sitecore. This is your ultimate guide to digital experience excellence. I'm your host Jitendra Ghanekar. I'm an Sitecore MVP 2024. You can connect me on my LinkedIn, Instagram and other social account. This is the fifth episode of website creation demo. Till now what we have done is we have created the website, okay, with the components. We have the layout also, we have menu, CTA block and hero banner component, but all the content is hard coded on the pages. Okay, so now onwards we will be creating those components dynamically. So what we are going to see today is, first thing is, what we are going to see is how to use site definition file. So in previous video you must have seen that we have added our page in the default website, but in this video we are going to create a new website with using the site definition file. Then what we are going to do is we will be creating the content structure on the website. So we will create a content structure. I will tell you what is the best practice to share the folder. So we will create the content structure and how we can make the user easy to create a content. We will try to utilize the insert option and also the standard values. So before moving ahead to the video, I will request you to like this video, to share this video link with your friends and colleagues who want to understand how the Sitecore MVC work. Okay, so you can share with them this video. And if you have not subscribed to the channel, I will request you to subscribe to the channel and click on a bell icon to get latest update. So let's move on and start today's topic. Before moving to this video content, I will suggest to watch our old videos so that you can have a context. So I have given the playlist on the top I button. You can access that and you can watch previous 4 videos and then come back to this video. That will help you to understand this video more better way. So it is better to watch first 4 video and then watch this video. So now all the images are getting displayed on the website. So now what we will do is, first of all, we will structure our content tree. Okay, the first thing is that if you see here, the content tree, we have added this my Sitecore diary. This is basically our home page, but we have added it in the default home page. So first thing is that we will create a separate website. We will not use the default Sitecore website. We will create a separate website and we will pull this Sitecore diaries out of the home page and then we will also set up the site definition file so that we will able to access that item. Okay, so let's do that first. So I'm just moving this to outside the home page. Okay, now it is outside the home page. This logo is also not fitting it, so let's change that logo. Maybe this is the home page, so we will change here itself. Let's see what will be the good option for the home page. Okay, we will use this globe icon. Okay, so now if you want to access this, it will be direct demo/my Sitecore diary, so it may not work. So let's do the one thing, let's create a site definition file. Now what is site definition file and what are the patch files? If you are not aware about that, I will be giving the video link on top or maybe in the description. you can have a look on that. We will understand what is site definition file and what is a patch file. Okay, so first of all we will create a patch file. Okay, for that we have to go to the we have to create the patch file, and for that we will go into the website folder, and I will tell you how you can create the patch file for this changing it the new or creating the new site in the site code. Okay, for updating the site definition file, we are going in the root folder. Okay, so I'm going the website root folder, and the configuration, the patch configuration, we have to add it into the app underscore config file inside the include folder. Okay, so in the include folder, what I'm creating is the one folder. I'm naming it as a custom. So whatever the custom changes which will I will create, that will go in this folder. Okay, so first of all we have to create a site definition file. So in the example you will get the site definition file. Yes, this one. Okay, so we'll add it here and we will open this. Okay, I have opened this config file on Visual Studio. We will edit it. If you are not aware what is a patch file, what is site definition file, then I have already done a video on this, so you can have a look on that. I will give a link on top I button as well as in the description. So for us, what will be the changes in the this file? The first thing is the name of the file. So name of this configuration, so I'm changing it to MSD, that is my Sitecore Diaries. This will render before website. So before website, that is the default website. Now in my instance there are multiple websites, so I will access this website with a virtual folder, so I will give it as a MSD. So what will happen in the website when you try to access this, the domain /MSD will you are able to access this. Okay, then we will not change any physical folder. We will have the root path same, but our start item will change. Now our start item is a my Sitecore Diaries, so that is our uh, start item. All other fields will remain same. Okay, so we'll save this and we will see how it impact on our website. Okay, so if you see this file, it's the extension is dot example, so it is dot active file. Okay, so first of all we have to make it active. For that I'm just removing the example. Okay, uh, now that file has got enabled, but what I want to do is I just rename the name also, so that the file name also, so that I will understand this is my file. Okay, so I'm just adding my Sitecore diary shortcut MSD underscore site definition file. So now this is my file. Okay, MSD underscore site definition dot config. So now let's see if it works. Before that we have to publish the item. Okay, so we will go and publish the item, and then we will see whether the our configuration works or not. Okay, so let's do that, and we will publish my Sitecore Diaries. Okay, I'm publishing it. Okay, what I'm doing is I'm publishing the related items, smart publish and sub items. Okay, there is no sub items, but I'm just selecting it. If you want to, if you have any sub item. Okay, it is already updated. So now what we will do is we will go to our website. Okay, and we will try to access with our virtual folder. Yeah, so now you can see the website is accessed by our subdomain, you can say, our virtual folder, whatever you want to say. So now it is not a part of a default website, now it is a separate website. Okay, so we will see now how to create a content tree structure. Okay, so that we will create, and then from after that we will start from the actual component development. Right now we have created the component, but those are hard coded ones. Those we will make it dynamic later. So first of all we will have the content information architecture setup. So basically content we set up on our website. Okay, so now we will structure our website content tree. Okay, so first of all, this default website, I'm just moving it to at the end. Okay, so for that, home, I'm saying the home page should go last. Okay, now this is our website. So best practice, if you have seen the best practice video, again I will give the link on the top. Okay, so best practice is that whatever the shareable content within multiple website, that we should have a separate folder. Okay, so for that I'm in the content, I'm creating a folder. So I'm picking this template folder and I'm naming it as a global. Okay, it all, let's rename it as a shared. Okay, this is the sh shared data. So what can have you have here is a shared data. Okay, so I'm just creating a shared folder here and I'm moving it at the top. Okay. The another thing which you have to do is you can create a folder which are local to your page or local to your website. So right now we are just creating the home page. So we'll just consider the data which are global or which are local to that page. Okay. So right click, insert from template, folder, insert. What I will say is just rename it as local. Okay, so this is local to this page. Okay, or you can have the another pages which are added, you can have that reference also. So this shared is shared between the multiple websites. So you can have another website that can get the data from this. This is local to the this website by Sitecore Diaries. So if you add a new page, it can get a data from this one. Also, this page also will can get a data from this one and this one also shared. So depending on what data you want to display, whether it is a global or a local one, you can assign the data. Okay, this is the first thing. Now what are the different data which we will require? Okay, first thing which we will require is a menu. So we will create a menu folder, then we will need a banner and then a CTA block. Okay, now there are there are multiple ways you can do this. Okay, the first thing is you can add all those things in the home item itself. Okay, so if you can you can create, you can make these items as a part of your item itself, then you have to get a data from the item. What we are going to do is we are going to use the data sources here. Okay, so we will create a data sources and those data sources we will use in the item. Okay, so basically rendering will have some data source which will pick the data. So we will first create the data, then we will go to that detail. Okay, so now what I want to create is the menu for this menu data, then the banner data and the CTA data. Okay, so let's create those corresponding folder first. All right, so we will stop here for today. I'm sure you must be liking these videos, especially this series where we are creating the complete website from the scratch. So please click on a like button and do share this with others who wanted to learn Sitecore. and I am requesting you to consider subscribing the channel and click on a notification bell to get a latest update. Thank you. Thanks for watching.